Thank you. We have a couple of questions too in the chat about Sunday school. One person is asking for some recommendations on emphasizing faith at home so that less rides on a Sunday school program. Another is asking if you yourself have traditional Sunday school in your church, and if not, how do you make that transition?
How much time do we have? Okay, so Sunday school, this could be a whole other webinar, and I've done a webinar on this topic through the Presbyterian Outlook. I don't know if it's available, but you could Google it and find out if they have it available. So I do think that we should be moving beyond the Sunday school model for so many reasons. That's why I deliberately said coach and not teacher. As for the logistics of how to do it, that is so customized. It would be so hard for me to say because it depends on the context of your church, how willing people are to get rid of it. The one little nugget I will give about that as far as how to do it is I think it does work really well. Two things. One, have you ever heard that thing about if you want to build a new barn, build the new barn next to the old barn, don't tear the old barn down, right? So if you want to go in a different direction, I would not advise necessarily, for some it could work, but in most cases, I would not advise that you tear down the program unless it's really, really almost dead and everybody wants to. I would advise building some things alongside it. So some intergenerational events or whatever you want to do instead of Sunday school. Build it alongside of the old barn. And then the second concept is the idea of, and I don't like the kind of violent imagery of this. It comes from a book called Good to Great, where he sort of says, hey, if you want to make a big change, instead of lobbing a cannonball at something, you should fire bullets at the target. So I use like stones and rocks sometimes. I don't like the violence of the bullets and cannons, but if you have a target and you want to go there, don't lob don't spend 6 months researching how you're going to do something and then lob this big cannonball at it. Like give it a little try. Just say you know what, we're going to try for 4 weeks. We're going to try and do something else during Sunday school time. And we can always, do something else. If it doesn't work out, we're just going to try it for this time and see. As far as my own congregation, COVID just changed everything. So before COVID, we had kind of a hybrid model where kids were in worship all together 1 week out of the month, and then they did something different each of the Sundays. But then during COVID, we all went online and we're doing different things. Plus, like I said a couple of times, what works for me isn't going to work necessarily for you and for your context. But a traditional Sunday school model where I am the teacher and you are the students and I teach you like I teach in school, I think that's not the way the early church did it. We really took a weird detour when we started doing our faith formation that way, and I don't think it's the way to go.